Welcome back to Wake Up Epic. This is a dive into the 63rd hexagram of inquiry. We're going to inquire into the nature of doubt and self-doubt, and we'll do it through movement patterns. The reason I created Wake Up Epic was because there's so many big themes like truth that everybody's got a point of view about. And while it's really helpful and grounding to read other people's stories, explanations, and their contemplations, I have just needed to step into it myself and kind of find out what's there, which actually is very much the nature of this hexagram, I believe. I've got this hexagram in a prominent place in my human design chart, and boy, does it affect me. So we're going to be bringing this to life with UZAZU, which is a mind-body modality, and we're going to look at the top triagram as pillar because it's yin, yang, yin. We step back, we rise up, we come narrow. And by itself, pillar has this sense of I am motivated. I feel the impulse of life moving through. That's the fundamental state. So when you think about, am I a yes to something? Am I a no to something? Do I feel strong if I'm muscle testing? There's a certain pillarness, steadiness, stability to that. The bottom trigram of the 63rd hexagram is forward, down, and wide. Yang, yin, yang. We go forward, down, wide. In UZAZU, this is called field. We're out here in the world where things are happening. We're down to the ground. We're listening. We're sensing. We're active. There's width. There's perspective. There's plurality. What do we get if the world or the support system is pillar? We're in a world. We're in a space of support, of stability, of motivation that allows us to come forward into the participatory world. And from that experience, we bring it back to the whole. It's a mini hero's journey, of course, right? So from a place or from support, from being supported by authentic motivation, what can we do? We can get out here, we can ask questions, we can be curious and explore and discover. Who are you? How's your day going? Find out some truth, get some satisfaction, and then bring it back to a new place of empowerment. Something like that as a broad brushstroke. So first of all, what already comes up for you? That might have brought up some interesting insights, some recognition of some old patterns. Now, I want to share one idea that I remember from Human Design, and I believe it was Karen Curry Parker who said this. She talked about the 63rd experience of doubt as a gift, but a problem if we're shining that doubt on ourselves, so self-doubt, and a gift if we're shining that doubt or awareness out there. So if someone comes up to you and they say something and part of you's like, I doubt you, right? That's maybe not a problem. That's a bullshit detector. And then what could naturally flow out of that? Inquiry. Tell me more. What do you think about that? Let's go find some facts. But if same situation, somebody comes to us and they say some things and we recognize, something's not right. But we're putting all the responsibility over here, right? We're interpreting the experience as in something's wrong with me. I have to doubt myself. Well, maybe the attention is in the wrong place. So I think it's really interesting to explore that from, are you feeling truly supported by your situation, by the world, by your own choices? I'm in this world of support. Things are stable enough that I can take the time to feel life moving through me. And then that can fuel the inquiry and the curiosity and the exploration and the discovery and the discipline of getting the work done. Hemingway said, write one line of truth, to paraphrase it. And then from those experiences, from doing the work, from being in the world, we will come back and it's sort of like, how is that truth and what I've learned today empowering? We're back to the pillar, but now it's a sense of the pillar as a support for self and for other. And we can continue with this cycle. Pillar, field, pillar, not that fast usually. So we're going to take a sideways tour here and look at a few of the key beliefs that UZAZU articulates for this 63rd pattern. And then we'll come back, we'll do a little bit of pillar and field with a whole lot less talking, and you'll just have an experience. So the intention here with Wake Up Epic is that you find your own way with these patterns and you walk away with some really great tools. Are you ready? Here we go. You can do this with tapping, that's really great, but I'm going to do this with hands on the body to keep bringing my attention to the experience that these words evoke. So I encourage you to do the same thing. Just being with things and having the awareness is often enough to shift a lot. So repeat after me and notice how it feels. I see and appreciate the beauty and the goodness and the truth that exists in the world. Number 2, I affirm and draw strength from what's great about any situation. I accept and embrace my situation and the environment as it truly is. I choose alignment with everything as it is. Okay. Can you see the self-motivation and the curious exploration embedded in those statements? So what we'll do now is we'll come back to those movement patterns. We'll do them about 3 times fully. I'll walk you through once. Remember, it is pillar, field, pillar. I'll guide you through with as few words as possible so you can have an optimal experience. We'll wrap it up and say goodbye. Here we go. Come to pillar, sitting or standing. Get a sense that your stability in your body is supporting your actions. Come forward to field and let it be a bit like curious seaweed. Let your attention go wherever you're interested in your space. Once you've found a sense of that's interesting and it's good that it's interesting, come back to pillar as if you're bringing it all back. It's almost like grocery shopping for a party you really are excited about hosting. You're really clear, really motivated to see people. You go out there, you get the stuff, and you come back and you're ready. Try that metaphor. The party you're super excited about in your life as a party. Come forward to field as if you are participating in life. And in that is some sense of goodness and beauty and appreciation. Something gets satisfied in you. Condense that back into a pillar. One more time, from the support and the empowerment you've accumulated in your life, get out there. What are you curious about next? Put your attention fully out there in the room with no lingering sense of attention inward about how you're doing. And gather up the benefits of living out there, everything you've discovered, everything that you discovered to be true for you, and bring it back into a pillar, into your body, in with inner awareness. And know that as you do that, you become more and more of an empowering support for other people. How great is that? The cycle just keeps going. We'll wrap it up there. I'd love to know how this works for you. I mean, how you feel, what you notice. And I'll give you a little bit of a warning. Doing embodied work with themes opens up a lot of doors. And so you're waking up your epic. And that might look like a lot of things. It could look like your message. It could look like your legacy and your contribution, or just owning your own sense of power in the world. So whatever you find waking up for you, and probably with some doubt and inquiry and truth in this case, I'd love to hear about it. So make sure you subscribe if you're on the YouTube channel. Reach out, let me know how the experience was, send me any questions, and have a wonderful, wonderful time. Thank you for being epic.